Have you ever looked at an IELTS essay and wondered, what's the real difference between a good score and a truly great one? Well, today we're going to find out. We're tackling a super common topic, why young people copy celebrities. And we are going to dissect a top-scoring Band 9 answer to see exactly what makes it so special. Hey everyone, from all of us here at the IELTS Focus, welcome. We're about to do a serious deep dive. And I mean, we're not just going to read an essay. Think of this more like we're performing surgery on a Band 9 model answer. The whole point is to pull out the exact language and the core ideas that are going to help you elevate your own writing. You ready? Let's get into it. So here it is, the task itself. Some young people like to copy the behavior and clothes of famous people, and it asks two very specific things. First, why is this happening? And second, what problems could it cause? You know, a top-tier essay absolutely has to hit both of those questions and hit them well. There are no shortcuts here. So, the big question is, how do we actually get to that Band 9 level? Look, it's not some kind of magic trick. It really comes down to a mix of smart paraphrasing, using some sophisticated vocabulary, and, of course, having really well-developed ideas. Let's see how this model answer juggles all three of those things perfectly. First things first, let's talk about the introduction. The number one rule for a top essay is you never, ever just repeat the prompt. You've got to rephrase it, but with some style and real precision. Let's take a look at how a Band 9 response gets the ball rolling. And right away, you can see this huge upgrade in the language. The prompt says, famous people, which is fine, but the model answer immediately elevates that to stars and fashion icons. So much better, right? And instead of a simple word like copy, it uses a more thoughtful phrase. They look up to these people and like to copy their style. You see? This is more than just swapping words. It's about reframing the whole topic with a more academic feel, right from that very first sentence. Okay, so with that great introduction in place, the essay now pivots to the first part of the question, the reasons behind this whole phenomenon. And listen, a great essay doesn't just give you a list of reasons. It actually explains the psychology behind them. And what the model answer shows us is that this behavior isn't just random. It really digs into the main drivers. You've got teenagers trying to figure out their own identity, this powerful need they have to fit in with their friends, and sometimes it's even about rebelling against their parents. It's this really fascinating mix of social pressure and just growing up. Now, to talk about these complex ideas, the essay uses some really precise, high-level vocabulary. Take this word, emulate. What a fantastic choice. It means so much more than just copy. It actually suggests you're trying to match or even become better than the person you admire. And here's how it's used perfectly. Did you notice how emulate is paired up with look up to? That combination right there shows a really deep understanding. It's telling us that young people don't just blindly mimic, they admire and they strive to be like their idols. That's a Band 9 level of detail. And here's another power verb the essay uses, aspire. This word is all about ambition. It's about the hope that's driving the action. It's not just wanting something, it's about actively aiming your hopes toward making it happen. See how that one word sets the tone for the entire paragraph? Just using aspire instead of a simpler word like want immediately signals a higher vocabulary level and a deeper understanding of the psychology involved. It's a tiny change that makes a huge impact. Now, this is really clever. The essay presents this dual-purpose argument. It's saying that copying celebrities isn't just about one thing. It can be a way to conform, to fit in with your friends who all love the same stars. But it can also be a way to rebel by choosing a style that's totally different from your parents. That's a complex, sophisticated point that really shows high-level thinking. Okay, so we've totally covered the why. Now, the essay shifts gears to tackle the second part of the question. What are the potential problems here? And just like before, a Band 9 answer is going to dig way deeper than just the obvious stuff. The model answer zeroes in on three specific issues. First, you've got conflict at home because of, let's say, unconventional fashion choices. Second, there's the risk that celebrities can be pretty poor role models on social media. And third, the danger of young people copying specific unhealthy behaviors they see online. And to describe those fashion choices, the essay uses the perfect adjective, unorthodox. It's just so precise and academic. It doesn't just mean weird or different. It means something that goes against what's normal or traditional, which is exactly the kind of style that could cause some friction in a more conservative family. And here we see that direct connection. Using the word unorthodox creates a really clear cause and effect relationship. It's not just that the clothes are different, it's that their non-traditional nature is the direct cause of that potential conflict. This is what clear, logical writing looks like, people. And check out how specific this is. The essay doesn't just vaguely say celebrities are bad role models. No way. It nails down the problem by talking about their poor choices, and then it gives us concrete examples like smoking or extreme dieting. That kind of detail is exactly what examiners are looking for to back up an argument. All right, so we've taken the whole essay apart. Now let's put together a practical toolkit for you with the key language and ideas that you can just grab and use in your own writing. Okay, this slide right here is your vocabulary cheat sheet. Seriously, instead of want to be like, you're going to use aspire to be like. Swap out copy for emulate. Replace unusual with unorthodox. And instead of just saying fit in or go against, try using the more academic terms conform and rebel. I promise you, these little upgrades can make a massive difference to your lexical resource score. And here are those core ideas, all structured for you. For the why part, think about identity, peer pressure, and rebellion. For the what problems, focus on family conflict from unorthodox styles and the real danger of poor role models pushing unhealthy habits. Honestly, having this structure ready to go is half the battle. So there you have it. We've broken down the vocabulary, the structure, and the logic of a top-tier essay. Now the ball's in your court. The next time you sit down to write, I want you to think about how you can use these tools, not just to answer the question, but to really elevate your entire response. Good luck with your studies, and thanks so much for joining me.